Hey guys, welcome back, or excuse me, not guys, hey ladies and my guys out there watching. Just wanted to put that out there. I don't know if anybody doesn't like the term guys, but I just say guys because I'm just talking to everybody. But anyway, hey. I have some good news. Today I am partnering with Asonya, I Am ASONYAAA, and I'm excited. Today we are doing a little, what is this called? This is a girl talk video. We're doing a girl talk video. We have a few topics that we're gonna talk about today. I got everything written down. But first, before I get into that, let me go ahead and shout my girl out, Asonya. She hit me up. She said she wanted to collab. I was so excited. This is my first time doing this. So I'm all new to this. I'm just winging it. So, you know, go follow her. Go show her page some love. Subscribe, like. She has many different videos up. She has a story time. She has a very juicy story on there that you can check out. And, you know, she is just a really cool, down-to-earth girl. I met her probably like over a year ago. I met her at her job and she was just cool as fuck. We instantly just clicked and I think she's a really cool girl. You should definitely go check out her YouTube and see what she's up to. Go check her out and go show her some love. So today we are going to be talking about a few different topics, and I think these are very good topics that everyone should discuss about. I think everybody should feel comfortable talking about these things, ladies and guys. I feel like it's okay to open up. It's okay to express yourself to the world, to your family, to your friends. You know, a lot of us, we have problems where we just bottle everything up and, you know, you're so loud. You know, we have these, at least for me, I guess I can't really speak for no one else, but I will bottle my emotions up. So I'm just very excited to be doing this today. This is definitely out of my comfort zone. This is really good for my viewers to get to know me, to understand where I'm at. And I'm excited for you guys to finally get to know who I am, because y'all don't know who I am. You just watch my videos. So today, first we are going to talk about mental health. We're going to talk about relationships, self-care and love, physical health, toxic people, and manifestation. So let's get into it. First with I have everything written down right here just because I didn't want to like get off topic, because I just will start rambling and really just not making sense after a while. So I just want to make sure I stay on topic. First, mental health. It's okay to speak about your mental health. It's okay to reach out to someone. You should definitely reach out to someone. I feel like my mental health has become very fragile. So I'm not really going to talk about my business, but those of you who know, you know, we had suffered a great loss in my family about 3 years ago. And I can definitely say that I have had my ups and downs since then, since 2018. My mom did pass away. And I can honestly say that these days I'm a whole lot better mentally about it than I was obviously in the beginning. And since I lost my mom, I lost my grandmother in the same month. A year later, is it 2020? Might have been 2020. So yeah, actually in 2020, 2 years later, and you know, just things happen. People pass away. It's their time. And I can definitely say that with my grandmother's death, I felt a lot more peace. It's like death has a way of making you feel. And when my mom passed away, it was much different from when my grandma passed away. But anyway, you have to learn how to deal with death. Like, everybody has to deal with death, and it's very hard to process. Like, I can't stand it. I can't stand it. It's very hard to process. I can't imagine losing anyone else. My mom was like my world, and you know, she's gone, and it's just like so crazy, because like, where are you? Like, where the fuck are you and why aren't you here? But you know, I have my ups and downs, and I've recently just been okay with just coming out and just saying how I feel about certain things. Like, I remember early on, whenever we did lose our mom, I had to go to my sister and I had to tell her that I was having suicidal thoughts, like, and it was really hard to do that, honestly. And you know, people don't understand when you have suicidal thoughts, like, your mind is not working correctly at all. And it wasn't per se that I wanted to off myself. I don't think I could really get the courage to do something like that. It was just more so like, fuck life, get me the fuck out of here. I just can't handle this. But like I said, I'm a lot better these days, and enough about myself. I feel like, with that being said, you know, it's okay to talk about those things. Find someone to talk to. Don't hold all that stuff in, you know, because it's not good. Like, I would hold so much stuff in, and I would have pains in my chest at work, sharp pains in my chest, and it's just like you have to breathe. You have to breathe. Like, I have anxiety attacks, panic attacks, like, without even knowing. Like, you know, you just have to trust that you're gonna be okay. And you know, there are people who wasn't strong enough to get through that, and you know, they didn't make it, but you are here. You wake up every day, and that's one of the things that I have to realize every single day when I wake up. Like, I'm still here, you know, like, what is my purpose? I don't know, but I'm still here. So, and then there's people here. I have a son, I have siblings, I have, you know, so much family, so many friends around me who want to continue to see me happy. You know, there's so many people around who want to see me be happy. And you know, I think it's, what am I trying to say? I think it's okay knowing that you get down and depressed, but just don't stay there. Don't stay in that depressed state. Don't stay down. Like, don't feed that depression. You're sad. We just go lock ourselves in a room and, you know, make it dark in our room, and we just say, I don't want to talk to nobody. Nobody loves me. Fuck everybody. But just get out sometimes. Like, I found myself being in the worst state possible, and my cousins, they'll hit me up. They're like, you want to go and do this? And I'm like, yeah, like, you know, and that's all it takes sometimes. But you know, it's very hard. It's easier said than done, for sure. But I just feel like it's okay knowing that you get depressed sometimes, feeling those emotions, accepting those emotions. But just, it's important, very important, to talk to someone about your emotions. Like, do not stay in that place. Like, it's a lot of people out here that's suffering from depression, and you know, a lot of people, men, will feel like, you know, you soft as fuck talking about your feelings. Like, it's okay to talk about your feelings. More people should talk about their feelings and get it out there. Let it off your chest. Get it out there. Like, don't bother that stuff in. Tell somebody. And I did also have this quote by Nelson Mandela that I really liked, and it says, "It always seems impossible until it's done." I really like that, because you feel like you're never gonna get out of this feeling of being depressed and being in this depressed state. Once you get out of it, and you know, you have that day where you're feeling good, like you got out of that, like you're not there anymore. Just don't stay in that depressed state. Get up, get out, be active, get some sun, ground yourself, go outside and literally bare feet, go stand in some dirt, go stand in some grass, and just feel the earth beneath you. Like, it sounds crazy, but it's the truth. Like, go outside and just get some sun. Like, I know sometimes I feel myself just feeling so drowsy, I can feel myself already getting lazy, and I have to just go outside, and then it's like I'm charging up. And it's really what it is. It's really what it is when you go outside, is you're being charged up by the sun. So I can definitely say that I'm at a better place mentally, especially now that I don't work for my job that I was working for a few months ago. Like, I tell you what, like, you think you missed the money, but when you think about how you felt working there, no, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Take a day off. Do not kill yourself for these jobs out here. They do not care about you. They are going to replace you. Spend time with your family. So next topic is relationships. Relationships are very important. Everybody wants to be in a relationship. Some don't. It's okay. When you are in a relationship, you need to value your significant other. I feel like us women, now we'll just talk for the women. I feel like when we get in relationships, you know, that's our man, that's our boo, and he gonna do what the fuck I said. Nah, but you know, we want to be dominant too, you know, because the man is supposed to be dominant, and he is dominant, and he does dominate you, not in a, you know, sexual way. I hope that didn't come off sexual, but just want to feel important too in a relationship. So I think it's very important to value your relationship and also be respectful of one another. You know, we treat our relationships like friendships, and it is a friendship, and maybe it was a friendship before it was a relationship. And in friendships, you play, you fight, you know, you get over it. A lot of people just don't understand to just communicate with each other. Like, you just need to respect each other, respect each other's space, communicate. A lot of people don't know how to communicate. A lot of people, and people don't want to admit that. And it's okay. It's okay. I mean, I've been in a relationship for 5 years now, and I'm always learning. I'm always learning something, and nobody's gonna go into a relationship and off gate know how to do it. It takes time, you know. That's why they have marriage counseling. You know, we don't have this shit figured out, and it's okay if you don't, but pace yourself in the relationship. Don't rush. Understand each other, respect each other's space, and, you know, treat that person how you would want to be treated. One of the other things that I would really like to talk about is whenever we are communicating, we are so quick to try to say something back. You want to snap back and say something back to him or say something to her. And you need to actually just listen to what that person is saying. Like, listen to communicate. Don't listen to reply. You got that? I'm going to say it again. Listen to communicate. Do not listen to reply. You heard what they say. You like, well, guess what? Tone it down. Tone it down. Relax. Did you hear what he just said? Did you hear what she just said to you? She just told you that you ain't bought no goddamn Pampers in over 3 months. Like, you have to respect each other, and you have to communicate. Like, there's no way you're gonna make it in a relationship if you can't communicate. Communication is everything, and I have to learn that. I have to learn that. We don't realize how we sound when we say certain things. We don't hear our own tone when we say shit, or we'll say things so quickly and we don't even realize what we just said and how it could be interpreted into what the other person just thought. Like, when they heard you say that, this is what they heard. But this is what you said, but this is what they heard. People listen, like, read between the lines of what you say. So you have to be careful on what you say, because you may have meant one thing, but they took it another way. You have to be careful about what you say to others. And so, like I said, treat your relationship like it's gold, and value your relationship, because we could be so quick to be like, I don't need him, I don't need her. But if you don't really need each other, then dead it. But if you know you really want to be with that person, like how people do the back and forth relationships thing, like, unless that's your thing, then so be it. But wow, it's a waste of time. It's a waste of time. Either you want it or you don't, because you're being selfish, hogging him up to yourself when there's a woman who really would treat him right. And you just want him just because, but it's like he don't want you because you don't even talk to him right. But, you know, I'm just saying anything really, but that's my take on it. I feel like, you know, we don't communicate well. Like, we be so ready to pop off on somebody. We wouldn't even think about what we be saying. Like, I'm guilty of that. I had to learn in my relationship that I need to listen, because I don't listen. I'm hard-headed as fuck, and I didn't realize until I got with my man, and he be telling me, and I'm like, okay, you right, but calm your voice. You know, and it's okay. It's okay to be wrong. It's okay to be wrong. Like, accept that you're not always gonna know everything. It's okay. So next is self-love, self-care. So I think ladies, men, everybody, you should always take yourself out, buy yourself something, go out somewhere, do something, get active. Self-care is so important. It's not just about taking yourself out and doing something. It's about, you know, investing money into things that's gonna make you happy. You know, if you're the type of person that is always buying somebody else something, you don't never get yourself anything, buy yourself something once in a while. My mom, she was like that. She would get everybody something. She would buy all of us something. And then, you know, she never really spent money on herself ever. Like, my mom was not that type of person. But, you know, I told her, I was like, you need to go, and we're throwing your whole wardrobe away. We're getting you new clothes. And, you know, in her last days, my mom will buy herself something real quick. She had nice stuff. And, you know, it's okay to spend money on yourself. Like, treat yourself. Treat yourself. You deserve it. You work so hard. You work so hard. You constantly are working day in and day out. You barely eat and you looking crazy. You like, just go get you something to eat. Just go get you something to eat. I love just dressing up and putting on makeup and putting on some lashes. And I don't have to have nowhere to go. I like to dress up and I like to feel good about myself. Do that. You won't believe how good it'll make you feel. Just put on some nice clothes and go somewhere. Just go pump some gas, go to the grocery store. Like, it don't matter. Take some pictures. Like, make yourself feel good, because you are beautiful. You need to just take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Like, invest money in things that is really good for you, good for your body. Vincent's birthday is tomorrow, and he's always talking about his back hurting, so I bought him a massage gun, and he loves it. He loves it. He has not put it down since I got it. That's part of self-care right there. Like, just give each other a massage, but even better, have a massage gun that's like pounding the fuck out your back. So I'm glad I got that for him. You know, he loves it. I have a face steamer, and I never realized how much I needed it until I got it. I've been wanting one, and I never got one until recently. I finally have it, and it's the greatest thing ever. Like, whenever my face gets super oily and I have blackheads and just, you know, it's just all dirty and whatnot, I pull that steamer out. I get my little, you know, tools and my creams and brushes and stuff, and I have my little self-care pampering session, and, you know, afterwards my face feels all nice and smooth. You know, granted, you don't have to do it yourself. You can go to somebody and do it. You know, point is just take care of yourself. Take care of your skin, take care of your body, you know, take care of your hair. Buy yourself some nice stuff. Like, don't forget to spend money on yourself and love you. Now, if you're a person that's always spending money on yourself, then you might need to cool it. But, you know, I'm just kidding. Just dress up and just do something to make yourself happy. Just get out and just love yourself. And maybe that goes with exercising too, which is actually on our next topic, physical health. It's important to get a little exercise in. You don't have to go hard in the gym 5 times a week, but it's important to have a little activeness in your life. I feel like since we have all this technology now, people don't really care to get out. The kids don't want to get out, and that's just the truth. The kids, and we would stay out all day long and all night long. So, and now these kids, they're wanting to watch TV and play the game first thing when they get up. But anyway, I just think it's very important for you to be physical in some sort of way. you know, not just to make sure you keep your weight down, but just for your body. Like your body functions better when you're active. You get up in the morning and you take a little 15-minute walk, and then by the end of that walk, you got to use the bathroom. You know, it speeds your metabolism up. Like, very important. Your physical health is very important. It goes into like just foods that you consume. We process a lot of processed foods. Or we process a lot of processed foods. We eat a lot of processed foods, and that stuff is not good for us at all. Like, we are in an age where, you know, we have all these foods that we just pop in the microwave now, and it's just simple, but you know, those foods are not good for you. Like, a lot of those foods, they lead to cancer. Men, you see a lot of prostate cancer with, you know, processed foods and fast food. You have to treat your body like a temple. You have to treat your body with respect. Not only should you be active, but you should be careful of what you consume. You know, just eating sweets, sugars on a daily basis, like, you know, it's not good. It's not looking good. It's not looking good for your body. Alcohol, it's okay to have a drink here and there, but just don't overdo it. Don't overdo it. You got work the next day. Don't overdo it. All this stuff really just goes into physical health. You have to take care of your body. Like, it's not good to constantly consume bad things, because bad things is going to happen to your body. Your kidneys will fail. Then you'll have to go through dialysis. That's not fun. I watched my nana go through dialysis, talking about waking up 5-6 a.m. every like twice a week for the rest of your life, and being connected to this tube, this machine, for hours. And I don't really know the process, but I watched my nana go through that, and it doesn't look enjoyable. It's not fun. It's definitely not fun. It's not something you want to go through. You only got one body, so, you know, take care of it. On physical health is like just pills. You should definitely not take pills. See a lot of young adults dying, taking fentanyl, doing pills, and we've seen a lot of overdoses, and it's very, very, very sad, honestly. It's very sad. It's taking pills, trying to get this feeling, trying to just have this high, this moment, and the next day you're gone. Like, it's not good. It's, you know, find other ways to get that high. You know, you can get high off of life in different ways. You don't have to get high with that type of stuff and risk losing your life. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. I've heard too many stories of people overdosing, and it's very sad. In other words, whenever you do that, you know, you leave your family, and your family deals with that death, and it's very hard on them. But it's just, without really going too deep in that, that's just all that to physical health. Just take care of your body. Take care of your body. Treat your body like a temple. Worship your body. Do some yoga. Like I said, get out and get some sun. So, next topic is toxic people. I think it's very important to understand what it means to be toxic. Maybe you've never dealt with someone who's toxic before. Maybe you don't really recognize what it is, but you know, you can be in a relationship, and a relationship is very toxic. You're dating a girl, and you know, she's very bad for you. She hates your kids. She treats your kids like crap. Or she don't care nothing about what you have going on. She don't care about your family, and just, you know, whatever it is, who knows. But I think it's important to recognize a toxic person when you see one, and ways that you will know that there's a toxic person around you. They're ruining your life, for one. Toxic person tends to not give a fuck about you at all. It's all about them. They're a narcissist. They use you for whatever they need you for their advantage. And you need to recognize when you are dealing with someone who is toxic. You need to understand how to remove yourself from that situation. If you are dealing with a person who is toxic and you know it, sometimes the best way to just get out of the situation is to remove yourself from that situation, especially if a person doesn't want to admit that they are toxic. Now, there are situations where, you know, a person can be toxic and you address it to them. Of course, they change their ways. But if you have already addressed this problem multiple times and this person is still doing the same thing, still manipulating you, still using you, still treating you like shit, then remove yourself from that situation. I went to school with a girl who was in a very abusive relationship, and, you know, she tried to remove herself, and, you know, the guy ended up killing her, and it was a very sad thing to see. The girl was so sweet. She was such a sweet girl, and there are people out here who are crazy. They are crazy. They don't want to see you happy. They want to see you down. They don't want you to live life. You know, they want to keep you in a controlled setting. They want to keep you where they can have you, where they can, you know, keep their hand on top of you and keep you still, keep you from moving and doing what you want to do. You got to be careful with toxic people. Toxic people can be very dangerous. When you have a toxic person around you, you have to realize exactly what's going on in that situation. You have to really understand why a person is toxic. Like, sometimes it takes you being the bigger person, no matter what the age is. Don't matter if you're younger, don't matter if you're older. You have to recognize what the situation is. Some people don't know no better. Some people really do not know no better. And it's very sad because you say to yourself, like, you're the adult, you should know better, but people don't know no better. They don't. So you have to understand the situation for what it is. And sometimes you're gonna get hurt in that situation where you're continuously fighting for someone and they're just not trying to ride for you. They're not trying to understand. And, you know, sometimes you just have to know when to remove yourself from a situation. Let that person figure it out for their own. Let them figure out where they want to be. But especially in toxic relationships, dangerous, abusive, if we're talking that far, definitely remove yourself. You know when it's bad with somebody, when you have to walk on eggshells around somebody, you're scared to speak your mind. You have to know the signs. You have to know the signs. I can say in my experience that toxic people that I've had in my life, I just either removed them or the situation ended up fixing itself, because you can confront the situation. Maybe they come to you. Maybe they fix the situation themselves, but it has to be addressed in some way or form or fashion. It has to be addressed. You can't let people run all over you. You can't let people do you any type of way. You have to know whenever you have someone toxic around you, because it affects you in so many different ways. You have no idea what a person is scheming on. You know, there are people out here who are out to get you. So you have to recognize that. You have to recognize those points. A toxic person will always make it about them, no matter what. No matter what, or they'll blame you. They'll blame you, and you are not the problem. You are not the problem. So that's probably it on toxic people. I don't want to stay on the subject too long because I'll get to rambling. Just knowing when to remove yourself from a toxic relationship, toxic person that's around you. Just know when to remove yourself. You know when it's time to go. Don't subject yourself to that type of energy. It's not worth it. So our last topic is manifestation. So I really like this topic. This is a very good topic. So manifestation, for one, is very real. You have to believe. You have to believe that the things that you want are going to come true. I'll tell a little story about myself. So I used to sell cars a few years ago. When I first started, I was so bad. I was so bad. It was so embarrassing, and I didn't know nothing about cars. And by the end of it, I was selling cars like hotcakes. And I remember on some days I would wake up and I would say, today I'm going to sell 3 cars. Today I'm going to sell at least 1 car. And, you know, there are days where I didn't sell cars, but there were days where I sold 3 cars, 4 cars in a day. I got my 1 car out, my goal. And, you know, you just really have to believe in yourself. Along with manifestation is prayer. Pray to yourself. Pray to your God, you know, your religion, whoever you believe in. You know, just speak it. You have to speak those affirmations on a daily basis. And if there's something that you really want, you got to work hard for it too. You know, it's not just going to fall in your lap. It's not just going to fall in your lap, but along with hard work and saying it daily, I will get this house, I will get this car, I will get this job. You know, you have to believe it. You have to speak it into existence. And when you say things, they say that our voice has so much power. Our words have so much power. So when you say things, you say, I will. Don't say, I wish I would have this. Say, I will have this house. I will have this car. I will have, like, you will and will, period. Believe in yourself. Pray. Work hard. It's not going to just fall in your lap. It's not just, nobody's just going to hand it to you. Now, if somebody just hands you a car, somebody just gives you a house, then you are truly blessed. I don't know if anybody is really into chakras who's watching this, but I bought some chakras a few years ago, and to be honest, I really haven't used them much since I got them, but I'm hoping to use them more. I actually got some by Zainty. I think that's how you pronounce it. And they give you this cute box. And I have all types of crystals in here. I have a rose quartz. I have amethyst. Let me just set this down because this is retarded. I have amethyst. Now, if I get this wrong, then just don't even worry about it because, like I said, I'm still learning. I have the jade. This is like for money or happiness. You know, I don't even know. I have so many different ones is what I'm just trying to say. And just to say, you know, I don't know if anybody thinks that, how you feel about these, but I really feel like they have symbolic meaning. The rose quartz specifically is supposed to be for love, and I ain't gonna tell my business, but the love quartz, it brings love, and anytime that I have this sitting out, I can definitely feel love from my man. Like, this thing is like, it has some power to it, but not to tell my business or anything, but I really like chakras. If you are interested in buying chakras, you can actually get those off of Amazon. And they have different meanings. All of the different chakras, the crystals, they have different meanings. And they give you this really nice book, this pamphlet, and it really just tells you everything that you need to know, and how to program them, cleansing and recharging, balancing, and just all about them. And it's pretty informative. I think this is pretty cool. Like I said, I haven't even really dived into this. I'm kind of ashamed because I've had this for so long now, and I feel like I've been playing with myself. But yeah, manifestation is very important. I can definitely say in my life that I have definitely manifested a lot of things. The house that I'm in now, it's much bigger than my last house, and I know that my next house is going to be even bigger. So you really just have to believe in yourself and know that you are going to have these things, and you have to tell yourself on a daily basis that you will have these things. Set a goal for yourself and see how close you make it. See if you actually can make that goal. And if you don't make the goal, then you know how far you actually came. So that's it. I hope that was a good little take on my interpretation of all these topics. Like I said, I really enjoyed this. I do love talking about my personal feelings. I think it's really good for everyone to get to know who I am, and for me to open up a little bit more about myself and my personal experiences. And you know, if you want to know my opinion. So if you enjoyed this, let me know in the comments below. Show me some love, and please show some love to my girl Asonya. She is so beautiful. She is so down to earth. Show some love to both of us, you know. Share this video and send it to someone who may be dealing with depression, or has questions about relationships and just want to know what someone else thinks. It's okay to reach out to another person and just get their opinion on things. There's nothing wrong with that. So I really appreciate y'all. If you made it to the end of the video, then I really appreciate you. I don't know how to end this, but bye.